And we're live already. Wow, okay. That hooked up really fast. Sometimes it takes longer than that. Sorry about the lighting, you guys. Nobody's in here yet. But still, for the people watching on the replay, apologize about the lighting. I had this lamp right here behind me. Love it. It's like an antique. And it kind of just went out on me 3 days ago. So I'm now using this like dinky little thing, which I don't like. But I did just get the dome lights replaced and put up so that I can so I have those lights, but I don't have my light pad hooked in at the moment, and I don't want to bend down to do it. So I just decided I'm just gonna use the lamp for right now. It's gonna be a short live anyways. I will be hopefully going my regular time tomorrow. But I just said I would jump on really quick because that way you guys don't have to message me and then worry about like when I don't message you back, because there's numerous times I've gotten messages and it's taken me, a good few hours sometimes to get back, just because one, like I've been falling asleep, and two, there's a lot of people messaging me. So, which is fine. I'm not like complaining about that. Obviously, it makes me feel very loved and cared for. So I appreciate that. Let's see if I can see who's in here, because I don't have my computer because this was going to be a quick live. So, hey Jill, Samantha, the Playhouse with Chloe, Emmy, and Sadie. Hello. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before, so welcome. Diamond Painting with Max, Cat 102, Kim, welcome, Colette, Miller, Dawn, welcome all, Anna, welcome. I think I'm caught up for finally. Anyways, so as you guys, a lot of you know, I had a tumor on my hip. Hey, Yvonne and Barb. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. As you guys know, a lot of you know, most of you know, I had a tumor on my right hip that was about the size of a tennis ball. They were afraid that it went that it was attached to the bone and all that stuff. So I went to a specialist to get it taken out. And so I went to an orthopedic surgeon, and I saw him on Tuesday, and he wanted to take it out right away due to, it looking very suspicious, and didn't want to have to wait 2 weeks, which his surgery day is on Thursday, and next week's Thanksgiving, so we would have had to wait 2 more weeks. So it was really quick. So we did it yesterday. I've never been more nervous for surgery. I don't know why, but like I've had a lot more anxiety over the past few months, which I think is, part of it. The other reason though was like every other surgery I've had, I've always been able to take like narcotics for pain and everything. And I didn't want to do that this time. I've been in recovery for 5 years, and I didn't want to like, risk that for something unless it was really, really serious. And I felt like if it wasn't attached to the bone, that I would be fine. And I could do it. Like I did y'all know, like I had teeth pain up the wazoo, and I was able to handle that and make it through. So I knew I could do it. It was just hard. So that was, I think, one of the reasons I was more nervous this time too. But and it's the kind of the unknown. Like I don't know what it is. Like if it's cancer, is it benign? Is it a cyst? They had no idea what this was. Some doctors called it a lesion. Other doctors called it a tumor. Some of the nurses called it a bump. Like they just have no idea what it is yet. So anyway, so yesterday, my blood pressure though, you guys, when I was waiting for surgery was 151/98, which is sky high for me. Like normally I'm like 100/70. And so you could tell the nerves. The nurse was, kept telling me like, take some breaths, like you're all right, everything. My mom was there with me. So he thought surgery would be like a half hour to 45 minutes if it wasn't attached to the bone or anything, and it wasn't, so that was really good news. But it ended up taking him a little over an hour because apparently he said it was really like fibro-like or fibrous, that's the word he used. Really fibrous. So like it came out in like fibers, like kind of like webs, and attached all over and stuff. So it took him longer to get it out. But as he like what he thought of like what it looked like and everything. He said that he's like really sure he got all of it for one thing. And he also said by the look of it on the inside, he doesn't suspect cancer. Um, he still wants to biopsy, make sure, just because it was so like unusual looking. But he said he doesn't, like in his opinion, he doesn't think it is. Um, so that was like really, really good news. I don't know if you guys are commenting or saying anything because you are, and I'm missing it because it's not showing up. So I apologize if I miss something. I apologize. Nicole, hello. Anyway, so now waiting the results. I'll probably get them on Monday. But I definitely feel like a big weight has been taken off because he doesn't suspect it being cancer anymore after seeing it on the inside. And it's done. It's over with. It's off. It's my hip is super swollen. Like I don't have hips. Like I'm like, but right now I do. I'm like, whoop, I got an hourglass only on one side, but I got an hourglass. So it's just really swollen. So I'm supposed to be icing it for an hour on and then an hour off. So I've been doing that. And I'm really, really happy with my decision. Hey, Crane's Creation, welcome. I'm really happy with my decision to go like the no narcotic route just because like he gave me the prescription anyway, so we left it at the pharmacy. Like we're like, well, if we absolutely had to have it, I could get it, but I didn't even want to pick it up. So I'm really happy with that decision because I've been managing fine. Like I've taken the Aleve, like a higher dose that he wants me to take. Man, if I could talk. He also put me on Tylenol and then Flexerol, which is a muscle relaxant, to try to keep those muscles like in that area like relaxed so that they don't like kind of ball up and make it harder to heal. And I'm supposed to be using crutches for a couple days. That is, I'm doing it as best I can. I hate them, and it's like when I feel like I'm okay, it's hard to use them. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Marsha. Hey, Robert. But anyway, so yeah, it's definitely sore. But I'm not like it's very tolerable. It's tolerable. Mainly it's just like when I move around a lot or I'm walking or something like that, that it's mainly that it hurts. But, other than that, I'm doing good. And I wanted to just kind of let everybody know at once. That way, if you message me and I don't message you back, you don't worry. Because I had a couple people that were worried just because I hadn't messaged them back yet, but it was just like, the Flexerol, which is the muscle relaxant, it literally just like I won't feel super tired, but I'll lay down on the couch, and next thing I know, it'll be like 2 hours later. So I'm just like, so yeah. Are you sure it's not a lipoma? I don't even know what a lipoma is. I don't know. I have no idea. Um, it was just this really weird. It was like the color was weird. I don't know. We'll find out though. I guess with the after the biopsy, they'll find out like what it actually was. Um, but I'm just really glad it didn't go to the bone because if it was like attached to the bone, then I would have had to stay at the hospital. It would have been a lot more painful. It would have just been, a whole mess of stuff. So it's out and I'm doing well. I think I'll be able to go live tomorrow for my normal. I know last week I talked about going on at 6:30 again, but just for this week, I'm going to stick to 7 just because of, recovering and stuff. And sometimes it's hard to sit for very long just because it puts more pressure on my hips. So I will be going tomorrow at 7. What else was I going to say? Oh, one other quick announcement. I know like so many of you guys wanted this one and I had got more. Like I bought like 10 of them and they sold out within like less than 24 hours, which I was really really shocked at. So if you missed getting one, I just ordered more. So just so you know, if you want one, you can feel free to message me on Etsy, and then I can message you once they get here. But I'm pretty sure, like when I ordered those ones, they came within like 3 days. I was shocked how fast they came because I didn't pay for priority. But they came really quickly. Hey, Glitter Angel. And my thing is right in the way of your name. Madam Butterfly, welcome. So, yeah. But I wanted to jump on now because I know a ton of lives start soon. I think at 4 o'clock is the first one on Friday that starts. I'm not entirely sure. So I was like, oh, I'll just do it really quick because I didn't want to have to deal with like recording and then uploading and all of that. I was like, I'm just gonna go on and do it that way because it'll be faster that way. Um, so yeah, I definitely resaid that mantra of mine in my head over and over yesterday that like you're braver than you believe. Like that one was the most important for me yesterday just because I was so scared and I don't know why. It was just my anxiety was like through the roof. Like panic attack anxiety, you know? And I hate that. I hate it. You feel so I don't know. If you've ever had a panic attack, you totally know what I mean. If you haven't, you wouldn't know because yeah, it's one of those things you kind of have to go through to know what it's like, but they're not fun, I'll tell you that. Not fun at all. Barbara said, very proud of you not taking narcotics. I'm with you. I had to get off this nasty after a serious accident. Yeah, they can be horrible. I mean, they're great if you need them, but they can be really bad. Like, the doctors just put me on them for like a lot of things that I was like, because I have a lot of pain. I do have a lot of pain, but I manage it with a different medication now. But they just kept upping my dosage over and over and over, and it just got to the point where it was like out of hand, and I had to be like, no, I'm done. And I've been off of all narcotics now for like 5 years, and so it was like,
why don't you have it facing off the painting?
I don't, because I don't want to. Patty's like, why don't you have it facing the painting? I can't see comments if it's facing the painting.
Why?
I don't, because I don't have my.
Hello.
I don't. There's Maddie. I don't have my computer to read comments.
Why?
Because I'm not doing it long live, Miss Question. Anyways, so yeah, so because I was off of them for so long, like I was pretty confident I could do it if I had to, but I just didn't feel the need to. I felt like I could do it. I dealt with the pains, the oral surgeries that I've had without them, so. And I'm really glad with the decision that I made, just because, you know, it's tolerable. And I feel like the other thing with narcotics is they make you not feel the pain so much. Obviously, it's what they're intended to do. But I tend to overdo it and hurt myself more because I'm not feeling the pain. So I think I'm good, and I'll do something and then end up like having complications because of it. So I feel like this way I can listen to my body a lot better. Obviously, if I had like some invasive surgery that was like in my gut or something, you know, like when my gallbladder was taken out or appendix or something, that's obviously a lot more like painful. And so that would be different. But with this kind of a thing, I felt like I could do it. And yeah, I'm glad that I did. So everybody said hi, Maddie. She ran off. She went to play with her rats. Hello, Trenton. Yeah, those rats have been like really good for her, especially with losing Eli. Like they have really, really helped her. So I didn't finish my painting this week like I wanted to, because I had the doctor appointment Tuesday and then found out I was gonna have surgery Thursday. So like Tuesday afternoon and all day Wednesday, I was trying to get like the house cleaned and like all the stuff, the errands that needed to be done, and like grocery shopping, everything. So that way I wouldn't have to worry about it over the next few days. And so I just haven't really been able to work on it much this week. And I've been doing like tiny bits at like 10 minutes at a time, sitting here doing it. But I just haven't been able to like sit super long. So I haven't got much done of it. But hopefully I'll be having it done by next week because there's not that much left. I should be able to do it. Thanks so many ways. Hey, Nick and Tina. Let me see. I think you had a fairly good excuse not to finish it, right, Lisa? if there's any excuse, this one was a good one. I agree. Are you talking about Eli? Or were you Eli? Eli the dog. Lincoln's best friend that was staying with us for, a while. When they got into the dog fight, he went back to his owner's house so that we could split them up. And he was a huge like support for Maddie. He was really really good with people, like if they were upset or just anything, like her blood sugars were off. He was really attentive, so that was really good for her. And so losing him, not losing him as in like he died, but just losing him being here, has been really, really hard on her. And so having the rats to kind of help, I think, has been huge. And um, yeah, I think they've made a huge, huge difference because she really, really enjoys just sitting with them and playing with them and teaching them things and letting them roam around the closet and everything because that's where her little her closet is like her little room, which it's not little like I've said before. It's 9 feet by 7 feet. It's a big closet, so she gets them out in there and she plays with them and all that good stuff. So, and Jack, man, Jack, my cat, I've told you guys about him. He is not a cuddly cat. Like he's never been a cuddly cat unless I'm carrying him. He loves when I carry him. He'll literally like drape himself over my shoulder and fall asleep. But the second I sit down, he's gone. Well, the night before surgery, I was so, so anxious. And he literally slept with me all night. And then last night, after surgery, he laid with me on the couch all night long. I was like, who are you? And what have you done with my cat? So yeah. Thank you, Marsha. I will. I'm gonna get off here in just a second and go lay down. Again, it's hard for me to like lay down and not do something because like when I'm watching a TV or a movie or anything like that, I'm always diamond painting or working on cover minders or doing something. I'm not a person that sits well and does nothing. I'm not. And so that's hard. Like when I got home from surgery, I was trying to get myself like a drink and take my medicine. My husband's like, would you sit down and I'll get this? I'm like, I'm fine. He's like, no, go sit down. At that point, it was numb. He had numbed it since I told him I didn't want to do any pain medicine at the hospital. They numbed it for me so that way, I could get home, get ibuprofen, get Tylenol, that kind of thing before it really started hurting. And so it just wasn't hurting. And so I was trying to do all this stuff. And my husband's like, would you just go sit down? I'm like, okay. Because, yeah, he knows me. He knows me well. There was one time after surgery I came home. I'm not sure which surgery it was. It wasn't a huge one or anything, but I tried to reorganize the Tupperware drawer. I mean, and that's the kind of stuff that, like, the narcotics would do to me. They would, like, make me super motivated to go do things, which was really bad when you're recovering from surgery. So when I talked to him about it, too, and I'm like, what do you think about me doing this with just Tylenol ibuprofen? He's like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So, and it was like after surgery, I woke up and I was, much more alert and felt like I was in my right headspace compared to normal. And they did a different kind of anesthesia this time than it's like a newer one, I guess. He said, because I have asthma and because I have, they're pretty sure I have sleep apnea. He did it without having to put the whole tube down my throat. It was like this mouthpiece that they put in your mouth. Obviously, I was asleep when he did that, and it goes all the way to the back of your throat and it forces air in and out rather than having to put the tube all the way down. And anyways, after that, like it was much nicer to wake up and not be like coughing and like, all that and having a sore throat. It was just I had a really bad taste in my mouth because during the procedure they gave me a asthma treatment, the medicine, the vapor stuff, just to keep my airways opened and good. But yeah, with that kind of anesthesia, it was much easier to wake up. Like I wasn't nearly as like groggy as I normally would have been with like when they use the other kind of stuff. So that was kind of cool. I'm sure with like a procedure where they've got to go into your major organs, they would use the one where you're like completely out because they don't want you to move, obviously. So, who the dog's beside you? So that's just Lincoln. You're gonna see all my cover binder mess, y'all. So there he is. Oh, and I just flipped it. Hold on. There he is. Lincoln! Hi, boo-boo. Right here. Over here. Hi. He's like, who's here? Who's here? Lincoln. Nobody's here, you see. Lincoln. Look. Quiet. Quiet. Whisper. Can you whisper? Good boy. Good whispers. Yeah, so he's sleeping over there. He's doing much better. All his wounds from the fight are pretty much healed. He's got a couple still that I've been putting Neosporin on, but for the most part, he's doing like amazing. How long were you down for surgery? I don't know if you, Barbara, if you mean how long was I asleep or how long am I going to be down like for recovery? Asleep, I was asleep for a little over an hour. As far as recovery goes, I'm supposed to take it like I'm supposed to stay off of it for a few days, and then he said kind of go by my symptoms. So if it doesn't hurt, then I can do it. If it hurts, back off, kind of thing. So I see him on not this coming Tuesday, but like the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, I think. Yeah, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So, my incision is like this long. It's like 4.5 inches. It's a long incision, and I haven't seen it because he put this like waterproof bandage over it, which was really cool. Because then I can shower and not have to worry about like it getting wet. And it's really like secure bandage, which is nice because they're not always super secure. Like they fall off easily, and then it's just yeah. But this one's waterproof, which I thought was really nice. Luckily, I took a shower like yesterday morning, so that I wouldn't have to till tomorrow. Um, but yeah, as you can tell, I didn't shower today because my hair's kind of yeah. Anyways, but that's really it. I want to get off before the person. I can't remember who. Mickey Sunshine goes on at 5, but I feel like somebody goes on at 4. I feel like it. Anyways, I could be wrong. I can't remember right now. I'd have to look. But anyway, I don't want to go into their time, so I will get off and let y'all go, and I'll be on during my normal time tomorrow. Normal thing, done painting, chit chatting. I have a little thing I want to do, like not really a game, but kind of not really a game, just some fun activity that I want to do, and then I'll show you a couple new cover minders, and yeah, so it'll be a normal one tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your support and your prayers and your thoughts. I appreciate it so much. It's definitely a good feeling to feel so loved and wanted. So thank you guys for that. And as always, don't forget you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and you are definitely loved more than you know. So with that, keep on shining, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.